Good morning friends, myself Gaurav Kulkarni, and today's topic for the introduction is the naming conventions in Java. So first of all, we should know what does mean by the naming convention. So naming convention is nothing but a rule or a set of instruction used while giving the names to the identifier. So what does mean by the identifier? So identifier is nothing but a user defined variable which is created to give the name or to find out the particular object or to give the name for the particular object or class or method. So while software developers have created a unique way to help the developer to write the program, to write the code easily in such a way that the developer won't get confused while writing the number of lines of code. So this set of instruction or the rules called as naming conventions. So we have the naming conventions, or we can call as a rule for different sections of the program. The first one is the class. So what does it mean by the class? So the class is a blueprint or template that the object should be followed. So there are some rules for the class as well. The first rule is while we writing or giving the name to the class, the first name should be start with the capital letter. Or if the name is starting with single character or a single word, then the name should start with the capital letter. So suppose if you want to give the name to the file my class, then the m from the file the m from the word, the m letter from the word should be capital, while the rest can be small letters. But if you want to give a name if you want to give the name to the file which is a combination of more than two letters, then the first letter should be capital while the other should be small as well. Then we have rules for the method as well. So method is nothing but a code of block. This code of the block will work until and unless the code of the block won't get executed until and unless it is called in particular method. So the rules are: the first one, while giving the name to the method, the first letter should be start with the lowercase letter. So suppose if you want to give the name read to the method, then the R is the letter should be start with the lowercase. While if it is a multiple letters or it is multiple words, then the name should be start with the first name should start with the lowercase letter, while the next word while the next letter from the word should be capital letter. It is also called as a camel case letters. Called Java is a case sensitive language, and Java also follows a camel case letter. The third rule for we have is called as a variable. So variable is nothing but a variable act as a container to hold the data until and unless the program executed. So suppose if you want to give write a variable name x is equal to 10, then the x is the variable which will store the value of 10 until and unless it gets replaced or get called by the user. So we have some rules for the variables as well. The first rule is the name of the variable should be start with a capital letter or underscore, but the name should not start with the digits and any special symbols. The third rule is the name of the variable can start with alphanumeric characters but should not contain any special characters or symbol. Exception is underscore. And the third one is the next point is object. So same rule as the variable is applicable to the object. So the basic we have understood the basic limitations of the naming conventions. Then why we use the conventions in Java language? So the writing a number of lines of code is getting very fuzzy sometimes. So to help the operator or to give space to the developer in this number of lines of codes by helping or setting some rules, so it won't create any confusion while writing the number of lines of code. And Java is a case sensitive language, so helps the developer to write the code more easier and to look better for the read. We use naming convention. Thank you. That's it for today. Thank you.